What's good? I haven't been on here in a minute, but I just wanted to hop on here real quick and share with y'all the revelation that God had gave me, because I believe it could help somebody else. But it was really just about the seasons that we're in and not overlooking the days within the seasons we're in that go against the normal characteristics we're used to from that season. So for example, in the natural, we have winter, summer, fall, all of that. Let's just use winter for example. So in the winter season, we get used to the cold days and we start expecting the next day to be cold just like all the other days, because the winter season is usually cold. But then occasionally, depending on which part of the world you're in, there's days within winter that the weather gets warmer and it seems hot that day, and you're like, wow. And you just become that much more appreciative for the warm weather because you've been in this cold season for so long. On the flip side too, with summer, you get so accustomed to the scorching heat, and you just know the next day you're preparing already, the next day is going to be hot. But then within summer, there's those days that could be rainy and the temperature could cool down, and it just feels good, and it makes you appreciate that weather all the more. And God was just showing me it's the same thing spiritually. We all go through seasons, and seasons aren't permanent. They're temporary. Seasons have to change at some point. Whether you're in a season that you enjoy, that you feel like there's a lot of blessings in, or a season that it feels like you've just been weighed in your burdens for so long, at some point it has to change. So spiritually, the same thing can apply when it comes to seasons. There's going to be those days that go against what you're accustomed to from that season, because once you get in that cycle, or that habit I should say, you get in that routine of going through the season that you're in, you kind of just know what to expect to a certain extent. But then there's certain things that come that kind of throw you off. So like in my life right now, I believe I'm walking in a season of God answering one of the promises that he has for me, or that he had for me. I'm walking in it now, and then certain circumstances have come upon me where it's like, okay, God, this isn't what I was expecting from this season. This is something out of the ordinary. But he was just showing me to be even more appreciative for days like these. And I say days, but I mean it could be months in the season you're in, or weeks in the season you're in, where you're experiencing a situation that is against the norm of that season that you're in. So it's really just to be that much more appreciative and really ask God what he wants you to see in those days where you feel like you're experiencing something that isn't familiar with the season that you're in, if that makes sense. You're experiencing something that goes against what you have been expecting from the season that you're in. So really just take a moment to appreciate whatever adversity has come your way, or even the blessings that have come your way. You feel like you're in a season of drought, and all of a sudden something good happens. Just be that much more appreciative of it, no matter what. Just being more appreciative and seeking God for what he wants you to see and what he wants you to learn from whatever season you're in, and those days that are going against the norms of that season. And yeah, that's really all God had put on my heart. I hope that made sense, and that it was able to touch somebody else's heart, just to be more appreciative, no matter what it may seem like in the season you're going through right now. Seasons have to end at some point, and it's not anything to be sad about or nervous about, fearful about, but it's just trusting that God is the one who has ordained all of these seasons, and that if you lean on him, he's gonna carry you throughout all these seasons. Yeah, that's really all I had. I hope y'all are having a great day, great night, great month. I know I haven't been on here. My last video was like a couple months ago, but hope y'all are doing well. And whenever the Lord leads me to, I'll be back on here with more videos. Love y'all.